Now what the heck was I doing? I was trying to confine my camera. Give me 1 sec here. Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't have anything weird open here. And by weird, I mean personal stuff. That's actually not that weird. I stop talking now. Um, yeah, so we were looking at how to limit the camera last time. So let's see if we can figure that out. Um, Set camera limits. This is fine. Oops. Okay. So, okay, I had some code here. Let's go back here and let's run the game and see what's going on here. Right, but part of the problem here is, yeah, there we go. That gives us a better idea of what the bounds are of the game. So we want to limit the camera so that when we're over here in this corner, the camera stops moving over here. And I guess right now I'm pretty sure I have the camera object. Sorry, the camera is on the player, right? It's on the player scene. That's the word I was looking for, scene. So I could remove the camera from here, which is I think what the consensus was when I looked online. It looks a little bit hairy. Okay, levels change for some reason, don't know why. But it looks like no other changes. So that's fine. So let's see over here. To limit the camera, you can programmatically set the camera's boundary limits. Oh, right. Based on the tile map. Oh, right. Okay. So what I could actually do, that's actually probably the easiest thing, if that works. Assuming that works, I don't know what that would do because the camera is centered on the player physically. So I don't know if that would actually work, but I guess here's a typical implementation. I don't know. We're gonna try it blindly. It's gonna require a lot of edits, but that's okay. But here's my thinking. What I'm gonna do here is go to the player script. These aren't even, this is not related at all to what I was looking at doing. That one is though. Just get focus here and close out stuff that doesn't matter. Okay. So what we can do here is we can look at the ready function, right? And we can set the camera limits here. Now my actual idea, I'm just gonna start off doing this in here. I just want something quick and dirty to see if changing the camera limit, camera bounds will actually work. But what I'm really looking to do here, yeah, tile map. So it's going to require some dependencies. I'm going to need to get a handle on the tile map somehow. and the camera. The camera's going to be easy because the camera's a child. So we can pull camera here, right? Which we don't use anywhere, but that'll be easy. So I can just say camera 2D is camera 2D. On ready bar camera 2D, right? That's easy. Why does it not like that? Oh, wait. Oh, I already have it. Oh, la 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 la. So all I have to do here, oops. Whatever. Right, that's easy. I need to get a handle of the tile somehow. Actually, I could still keep this all in here. I very well could do that. So the two ideas that I had here, just to kind of get my thinking out loud. The first idea I had was put all the players in a group, right? Players would all be in a group. That's a very easy thing to do. Just go to my player scene and add it to a group. And then have another external script actually do this. It would pull all the player nodes in that group. And then it would, I guess, call a method. I guess I would still have to put a method in here to limit the camera. So this function would basically be public like it is right now. We would say set camera limits, but we would give it the camera limits. Or, oh, hold on. Or as I'm saying this, maybe what I can do is pass the tile map in. Hold on, how does this work? Because it gets used rect, tile size. I mean, I could just pass it the limits, and then the other thing can get a handle to the tile map and then adjust it. Because what we're going to have to do, if I do this in here right now, I do need to get a handle to the tile map somehow, which is going to be a little bit weird. We could do it. We could do it in here. We could like get the node by scanning the scene tree. And that would work. However, every time I load a new level, we would have to do that again. Actually, it might work in here on ready, and then I just have to remember to call this from on ready. Right? It might work. And I say it might work because I forgot actually how my player works in between levels. I remember there was some issue with like teleporting entities in Godot, and I think the solution I had involves me destroying players and then recreating players in between levels. So this actually might just work. So we're going to do this. It's probably not the most efficient way, but I just want to try to slap something sloppy together to test out my theory. So let's open up a level here. And what is this? Tile map layer. Okay, now there is a thing. There's a get node. Get nodes in group. But isn't there a way to get a node of a certain type? I mean, we can also add this to... Oh, wait. Wait, what the heck is level? Oh, level's the parent for this in main, right? Not in main, in the game scene. Right? Level is going to be... this one is going to be level. And then this is going to load. Let's double check. Did I just crash? I didn't even change any code. Oh, I did change code. It crashed because, yeah, null instance. Sorry, I forgot. Forgot to have this code in here. Let's go like this. If it doesn't execute that code, it shouldn't error, so it won't be a problem. Yeah, see, that's what we wanted. Okay, I'm just gonna pause that so it doesn't make any sound. We're gonna look at the remote tree. So we've got main game. Under here, we've got subgame level. I forget how it works with multiple people, but that's fine. So level. Wait, I have a better idea. I have this thing called level manager, right? And my level manager is like static or something. It's a global, I think. Yeah, global level manager. So why not just have current level, that's the number. Add to scene, next level. Yeah, so, okay. This is probably the simplest, dirtiest thing I can do. This is probably the simplest, dirtiest thing I could do. But, so what I can do here, since I'm doing this stuff anyway, maybe I just hold a reference to the level node as a reference. Say, current level node. And this should be a tile map. I think. And what we're going to do here, let's go back here real quick. Oh, I closed it. That was dumb. I should have left that open for reference. Now where did it go? Oh, because I'm in the middle of typing something. Remote. Oh, I gotta start the game. Oh, that's funny. There's no way to lock in your character. That's whatever. From the mouse, but not really that important. Okay. So I'm gonna have this, and I just want to make sure that this is a, what type is this? Oh, this isn't, okay, this isn't the tile map. This is going to be the LDTK level, right? It was going to be this scene, whatever the heck this scene is. So what kind of node is this? This is an LDTK level node. So this may be a little bit harder. This may be a little bit harder to get a reference to than I thought. Let's do a quick Google search. Godot find node by type. Oh. Personally, I wouldn't look through children's nodes because we'll find each individual. Because what did he do? A child in all children. Oh, is he complaining because it goes depth first? Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Check the siblings first. How cumbersome. I mean, also true. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking to put it in a group too. Yeah, this is like tree searching. This is why this is icky. And I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this unless there was like a game engine supplied method to do this already. Which like we can implement it ourselves. But maybe also we should take that as a sign that it's not a good idea to do that. I mean, maybe, maybe not. Because this is what we want to get a reference to. I believe. Actually, probably collisions. What I could do more easily is probably go to the import script. Well, there's two things I can do. One is I can look at LDTK level and see what the properties are on here. I know I have this fields thing. Oh, and I have a size. I have a size and a position. If I have a size and a position, do I really need the tile map? I probably don't. I can probably just get the size and position of this node, which means we can use the level group, get the very first child, because it's always only going to have, there is going to be a situation where it's going to have two children. That's when we're switching levels and we're unloading one and loading the other one. So I have to be careful. But I think to test this out, I don't have to worry about that scenario. So what I'm going to do, I could have a function like get current level. Let's see how load level works. Unsafe load level. Unsafe load level. Next scene equals the load. Get tree, get nodes. Get children, queue free. Call deferred. Next scene. Next scene is a method. Oh no, next scene is a function. Oh, add child scene is a function. Call deferred. Root is root, and the next scene is next scene. So we add a child. I see. So this is supposed to, if it calls deferred, like it should free all of the nodes. So it should be the first node in the tree. So I should be able to create a function even and just say current level node, right? And just return get children sub 0. And then this is going to be an LDTK level. It really doesn't matter. I don't even really need that level of abstraction. But maybe I'll leave it like that. So what I could even do, tile map, I'm going to say var tile map equals level manager. Oh, sorry, we're not going to use tile map. Position dot x. See, we don't even have to do this math. Can I do get used rect on, where does that come from? It comes from tile map. So we can't use that on tile map. Conversation's wild. So instead of that, dot position, we're just going to use dot position. I mean, I'm altering this like a lot, so there's a really good chance this won't work. And I called this tile map, but it's actually not a tile map, so let's not confuse ourselves. Current level node. Like, why are we multiplying anything? I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, is that a thing? Node.end? Is there a field on here called end? No, that's gonna fail. I don't know why it's already not failing. But vector might have that, right? Vector 2D might have a convenience for and or something like that. Or what would it be, length? I guess you would just add the length. Because vector, yeah, vector has a length function. I just saw it right here. So maybe what we do, this is totally different from what we grabbed, but that's okay. Dot position dot x plus a vector 2D. How does length help me? Turns the length of this vector. Right, but position is a vector. So position's not going to help us. We have to get size is what we have to do. Properties position and scale. That's why this is gross, because we don't have a size, we have a scale. I don't get it. Like, we have these properties called size here, but there's no way to pull out size in the code. Should look that up. Godot get size of node. For a sprite 2D node, this is get size. Well, okay. For control nodes, rect size. For node 2Ds, which are transform-only containers without visual representation, the node itself does not have a size. You must query the size of its visual children, such as sprite 2D. Oh, that makes sense. It's just a container node. So then why the heck does this have a size? Oh, because this is an LDTK level. This is a property of LDTK level, size. So we're looking in the wrong documentation. What I got to do is now is fish through. So I do need to return LDTK level. What I need to do here is fish through LDTK level. That's not it. Let's see. LDTK level. There it is. Size is a vector 2i. Lovely. It is an export size. That is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just going to keep this open, chunk this on the bottom. Safekeeping. Lovely. And right. And then we can use position.x as the limit on the left side, I guess. And then the limit on the right side would be x plus level dot size dot x. And then plus level dot size dot y. Level not declared. You're right, because it's called level node, because I was being very obnoxious when I named this. I should just call it level. Let's see what that does. And yeah, I'm calling it. Let's just see what happens. You know, playful little experiment. We crashed because out of bounds, get index 0. No. So I think that's over here in get level. Spawn player ready. I don't know why it's not like taking me there. Oh, because I clicked on it. It should be opening it in my code editor. Because I set it to an external code editor. So it won't use the internal one anymore. But I don't think it really knows how to use the external one either. So I was complaining about this. Get children. Oh. Yes, because this is a global level manager. Level manager is a global. So I'm not doing get children. I should be doing... Right. Which I could actually also do on the other side. Which would be to get children to get... What is it? Get nodes in group. Right? Level dot get children. Get nodes in group. Level dot get children. And that should work. Not found in base of self. Why? Oh, because that comes from scene tree. Oh, that's cool. It shows me right there. Get nodes in group example. Godot. I think I need to get a reference to the scene tree. Oh. Let me go here. I know I've used it. Get tree. Get tree. Get nodes in group. Whoa, I wasn't done yet, buddy. Right, we don't need to get children because it is an array. We just return it like that. Okay. Invalid access to property key size on object of type node 2D. That's because of our strong typing, we have to cast it. I forget how you do that. I think just like that. Invalid access to property or key position on a base of type nil. Okay, and it's returning nil because... Oh. Yes. Because it is not the right type. We have to do get children. This is disgusting. I just want to throw that out there. This is very gross code right here. But bear with me. We just want to test this to see if this works, right? And then we can make this like pretty and work better and yeah. Why is my keyboard not working? There we go. That'll do it. Does this writing the code here? No? It happened again. Oh, because I had this window focused when I ran the game. Invalid access to property key end. Oh, that's my bad. I didn't finish converting this. Where the heck did I use end? I just saw it. We're getting there, guys. See, it's working. Okay. I actually think that worked. Uh-oh. I'm actually not sure if it worked because I don't think... I don't think it worked because of what's happening here. So also, what I think I'm gonna do, we know this kind of works. It's kind of buggy. It's also very disgusting. What I'm gonna do here is add child next level. Next level is the LDTK level. We're just gonna store it here. Current level node. LDTK level equals nil. Next level. Before we emit next level, we're going to assign current level node next level. And this is just going to be a simple return. Why did I refuse to do this at the beginning, you might ask? Well, what the hell's that noise? Oh, it's a vacuum cleaner. So why didn't I do this to begin with was because I was trying to avoid managing the state of my object, basically. That was mainly the reason. And then what I should do is when I unload a level, unsafe load level, like I could hear, say, current level node equals nil. What doesn't it like about this? Oh, it's called null. Sorry. All right. Now this might return null, like it did right here. That's interesting. Does that mean this is being called before? Oh, I know what needs to happen here. So, well, let's just see something here. What's happening is things aren't firing in a guaranteed order, or not in the order we want them to happen in. Level manager, add child scene, spawn ready. Level manager, line 60. Oh, yes. Actually, that's an easy solve. Just go like this. Because what's triggering it is the ready event, and the ready event happens after it's added to the tree. So I have to set my current node before it's added to the tree. Okay, that's cool. I can get to the very end. Oh, it's working! It's working! Very cool. And now this whole thing that I did where I made the background black doesn't even matter anymore. I think I'm actually okay with this because now it doesn't need to do any weird looping stuff. So now two things. I think it's fine the way I have it. What I was thinking initially, right, is that oops. Hold on, let's do a couple levels here. Because some of the levels are different sizes, right, and shapes. Let's do a quick speed run. I'm doing here is I'm trying to make sure to test the limits of every level, like the bounds. So basically I have to visit every corner in the level. Which I don't know, I was doing 100% just there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, if I go in there, I'm gonna use my last key. Oh, but there's another one over here. It's funny. I haven't worked on this. I haven't like gotten to that level in so long. I forgot where the keys were. Okay, this looks like it's working. Let me take another look at my code and see if I can live with this. It might make sense the way this is to just pull the current node level from the singleton. But the other idea I had, right, was to do it externally rather than do it in the on ready and pull the information it needs to set up the camera. The other way I could do this is have a camera limiter script that basically when we emit this level load, it would then scan for all of the players and say, hey, update the cameras on all players. And then instead of pulling in this and doing this calculation, it would literally just be a straight assignment in here, and all these would be parameters passed in up here. Like left, right, top, bottom would be parameters, and we would just say left equals left, right equals right, top equals top, bottom equals bottom. And then the camera limiter would handle all of this. I think that's like a better design. But what I like about this, the way it is now, is it's a little bit, I guess because it's a little bit less decoupled, like it's more tightly coupled. But I think because of that, it's a little bit less like things being too separated. And then we don't know, like if I emit this and I subscribe to it in another script and the other script does the camera limiting, like is that going to be a problem? This might be more of a guarantee that the camera gets set up when it's supposed to, because it happens on the ready event of the player. Instead of instead of being tied to the, hey, the level's updated, it's tied to, hey, we're doing the setup of the player now. So this is a much simpler implementation. Slightly simpler. The other one's just creating another script and connecting to the signal. That's the right nomenclature, right? Connecting to the signal of level loading. But the problem is, I don't know, like between this add child and between emitting this, I don't know if all of the ready events will be fired in time. So that's why it might create another weird life cycle race condition. And so I think this is the most surefire way to have this work. Even though it's a little bit icky, we use singleton here. Yeah, that's fine though. It's like a unit testing nightmare because, well, we could, if we were going to unit test for whatever reason, we would add a constructor somehow that would accept a level manager instance. So that way we could manipulate this function and what the return of that function is. But I think this is fine. So what I should do, so our change is what? Level manager and then player, right? So two things. These could be two separate commits even. This could be level manager, add reference to our LDTK level node. And then this could be another commit saying player, enhance, confine camera to level. Yeah, confine camera to level. That's pretty much it. And now we can test it. I have to sneeze. No, I'm good. No, it's coming. I'm gonna sneeze. It'll happen. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, but it's gonna happen. Oof. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the. What was it? I forgot how it works. There we go. Right, and now when we're in like this, our screen is going to be more full for each one of these characters because I can't go beyond those limits, and it makes the screen look much better in multiplayer. You see that? Versus if I take this off, it's not going to look as nice because you'll have black borders all over the place. And then let me go to this player. Oh yeah, delete some of these guys. They're meanies. See that? So the screen is always filled with useful information, basically. Instead of the alternate, right? Like what I had before. Let's revert real quick. I'll just comment out set camera limits, right? We'll just comment this out real quick and we'll compare it with this, which you'll see it'll feel like much more lost. Oops. Right? You see how there's like all this black border here? Like if you're kind of only focused on the top left, maybe it makes sense. But it just like, it looks weird right now, right? And that's what we're trying to avoid. Like if you're only one player and you're seeing that, you know, that outside the level kind of, it's like, you know, whatever maybe. Right? But you see, like, you get this weird, you get weird shapes happening, basically. But if I go here and I put that back in, what we get from that is something a little bit cleaner. Right? Now, every single time, let's just rush to the next level. Boom. The screen is a consistent shape. Maybe that looked a little bit confusing because the black border's on the outside, which is something else we're going to have to fix. Make sure the screen's scaling right. Right, but now we have this consistent shape of the screen. The screen's always filled up. I guess it does make it a little bit more confusing because if I go here, like, yeah, the camera's centered on me, except when I'm over here, the camera's not centered on my guy anymore. So it does get a little bit confusing. Right? That's okay. And I guess maybe it's a little bit weird. Now I'm thinking about it that we have the split screen, but everybody's information is on the left side of the screen. Like it would almost be better if this overlay, instead of being one overlay on the left side, would be on everybody's split screen. But then I remembered split screen is an option in this game and you can turn it off. So I guess if you turn off split screen, that layout makes more sense. But with split screen on, it makes more sense that each split has its own little HUD. Oops. Let me just have a meeting. Not now, but I have a meeting I have to set some reminders for. another thing to remind me over here. Ba-da-ba-dum. Make sure all my meeting stuff is accurate. And then make sure I have an alarm set so I wake up for this meeting. Just in case. I usually don't use alarms, but cool. All right, that's pretty cool though. That's a neat little feature that we got. I forgot to track the time, so I'm just gonna mark it as finished. What else do I have in here? Oh, that was the only thing I had left in my to-do list. Okay, I am starting to fade here. How long have I been on? An hour? It's not very long at all. However, we did get a new feature in. I need to figure out what needs to be done. Well, I guess I need more levels, obviously. In terms of game mechanics, I was also thinking it would be cool to have some kind of shop that you could buy something. But then I need to add a shop, and then I need to add things that you can buy, like power-ups. It would definitely make the game more interesting, but I think it's kind of out of scope for this version of the game. Would be a cool thing for a sequel, though. Okay, I think we're gonna hop off, take a break. Sorry, I've been a bit inactive past few days. We'll try to get on more this week. I have some things coming up, so my availability's changing a bit, and that's kind of why, but that's okay. But other than that, and I'll try to trying to get a little bit back more into the video stuff, finishing my videos, making more videos. So I'll try to hop on that as well more this week. So you guys have that to look forward to. And that's it for me for now. I will catch you guys later.